What is up? I'm going to be going over all of the guns in Left 4 Dead 3, Back 4 Blood. Either way, most of these are going to be at the shooting range just for damage, recoil, that kind of stuff. Some of them have attachments, most of them do not. I also tried to include all the reload animations for the guns. Tons of attachments, tons of guns in the game, so let's just kind of get into it, I suppose. So first is going to be the handguns. The first one's going to be the 357 Magnum. This one's not the shooting range. I did test it at the shooting range. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be completely honest with you. It's probably my least favorite pistol. The next one's going to be the Barrett M9. It's actually one of my favorite pistols. I like it a lot IRL, and it's a really fucking good pistol in game. I am more of a Glock guy though. Here's the Beretta Burst. Has the same reload animation, and this is not at the range just because you saw the normal Beretta in range. But yeah, this one's super awesome. I really like it as well. So next is the Desert Eagle. I fucking hate Desert Eagles. Like, I'm not a big Desert Eagle guy, you know. But honestly, this gun is fucking insane in this game. It is absolutely just killer. It is accurate even whenever you're hip firing, aim down sights. It is spot on. So definitely a fucking great ass gun in this game. So next is going to be the Glock 23. I'm a huge Glock guy. This one has like some tritium night sights on it. Shoots really good, shoots really solid, and the recoil is very manageable on it. I really would have liked to see like a Glock 17, but either way. Next is a Glock 23, same thing, just goes very fast. Literally no recoil on this thing whatsoever. Looks like I'm shooting down every time I shoot this gun. My firearm's aimed at like a 45-degree angle upwards and I'm shooting down. I have the 1911. I'm not a big 1911 guy IRL, but this one is not a good gun in the game whatsoever. The recoil is just too much, and it's such a low magazine capacity. Next is the Tech 9. Honestly, I really like the Tech 9. The shooting down sights, the hip fire, both really accurate. A good gun. This, I have no words. Just your classic double barrel shotgun. I mean, what more can I say? It does a shit ton of damage, has a very bad range, and it has a semi-tight spread, to be honest with you. I was shooting these cans and the spread is really tight. The sniper rifles, I'm not a big sniper in this game, but the Barrett is really good. It has a very low rate of fire though. It's probably, honestly, my least favorite sniper. We're also just going to ignore the fact that whenever your magazine's empty, you have a fucking round right there at the top. We're just going to ignore that. Springfield 1911, my favorite sniper in the game. It does half the damage of the Phoenix, but it's semi-automatic, so it kind of, you know, makes up for that. But the Phoenix is really good. It's my second favorite sniper, but I don't really snipe at all in the game. I prefer rifles that are not bolt action. Next is light machine guns, my least favorite category. I never use any of these. They all suck, in my opinion. The M249, you can't, your recoil is crazy. I mean, for hordes of zombies, I suppose it makes sense. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the M249, and the RPK, as you can see, is even worse. Your aim down sight is terrible, and your recoil is not that bad, but I'm just not a fan of light machine guns. I really don't know what more to say about them. Shotguns. The first one's going to be the Benelli Super 90. This is my absolute favorite shotgun in the game. It has an insane rate of fire for a semi-automatic, and the spread's really tight on it. The damage is really good. I enjoy using it while in game. The A12, it's essentially a fully automatic shotgun, but I don't really use it that much. Like I said, some of these have attachments, some of these don't. It's just a really solid shotgun, not one that I use because I don't like the style. TAC-14 is like a sawed-off pump-action shotgun. I also am not a big fan of the pump-action. As you'll see another pump-action, the Remington 870. Not a huge fan of it. It's a good shotgun, but if I had to pick a choice, I'm gonna pick a Benelli or an AA-12, just because of the rate of fire. But they all do good damage, other than like the TAC-14 just has such terrible range. It's not really that great. Submachine guns. First one's gonna be my favorite SMG. Is gonna be the UMP-45. The recoil is super manageable. I really like the rate of fire, and I really like the reload animations. This game has really gotten the reload animations down to a T, and it's like a very tactical zombie game, which is awesome. HK MP5, a classic, have to have in all your shooters. The reload animation is spot on. They have the slap. The rate of fire is awesome. The recoil is realistic. I really like it. the Uzi. It's one of your starting rifles. I can't remember the guy's name, but the individual who does, he starts out with the Uzi, and it's a really good starting gun. It has a decent range for an Uzi, and you know, it does pretty good damage, especially against, you know, just common zombies or whatever. Next is going to be the Vector. I don't have much experience with this in game, but I do like it. The rate of fire is insane. The range is not that great and the damage isn't that great, but obviously the rate of fire makes up for that because the amount of rounds that it disperses so quickly. Either way, we're going to be on to the last category, assault rifles. This is my favorite category. I'm mostly an assault guy. This is the ranch rifle, semi-automatic. It's honestly really good. It kind of goes with the sniper rifles a little bit. I'm not a big sniper guy, but the ranch rifle is definitely kind of up there on like the longer range guns I'd throw a scope on. The AK-47, I am not a big AK guy. I prefer, you know, like SCARs or AR-15s and other platforms like that. I'm not a big AK guy, but the AK, it has a good rate of fire. All of these guns sound amazing as well, but the AK sounds very nice. The reloading animation is really good, and yeah, just a solid gun. Not my top choice. So the SCAR, very good gun. It was the first gun I think I used whenever I started playing. The rate of fire is a little bit lower, the damage is a little bit higher. I believe it's a 308. It doesn't say what anything's chambered in, so I'm not sure if it's a 5.56 or if it's a 308. It's not like that really matters, but yeah, I think they really got the SCAR down to a T. Now, this is my personal favorite gun. You'll see me playing with it against zombies or whatever, but this is my favorite gun, the M16. I like the burst fire. It does a little bit more damage than the normal carbine. The carbine is just a little bit too boring for me. As you'll see, it's just kind of your base AR-15 platform. It's a fully automatic, but yeah, both of those rifles are probably the best two rifles in the game, but I prefer the M16. You see, just the M4 is just your basic kind of boring AR platform. So yeah, that's all the guns. It has a huge amount of guns, a huge amount of attachments. It's an awesome game, right? It's like the most tactical shooter zombie game I've played. I really like realism type games. I really like tactical shooters and that kind of stuff, and I really like firearms. So to see all these firearms, you know, being used in the game and being used like realistically is super cool. And I definitely recommend this game for you, Back 4 Blood. If you liked Left 4 Dead, it was made by the same people. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.